Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days, and welcome to an excited Wrestling Days, because I get asked all the time, what is the best figure for Seth Rollins? What is the best figure for Roman Reigns? What is the best figure for Braun Strowman? So I want to answer those questions. I have gone down and looked at all of the men in the Raw roster, and the reason I've kept it to just the men is because there is a lot of guys on that Raw roster. This is going to take a while to go through. I've looked at the tag teams as well, but if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, because if we can get 500 likes, then that will show me people have enjoyed the video, and then we can do SmackDown, and then we can do the women's division, and then we could maybe do NXT. So, yeah, very excited. So if you enjoy it, hit that thumbs up. So, let's get to it. No more talking. Let's start, and let's start with the Authors of Pain. These guys are from Elite Series 62. These are some of the best figures of 2018. Absolutely love the fact that these come with those entrance masks. You obviously get the NXT tag titles. Absolutely brilliant. Next up, we've got Apollo Crews Elite 49. Very, very cool. Love the fact that comes with an NXT top. You've got a couple of tops there, actually. Baron Corbin, I went with Elite 50. There's no figure where he's bald since, like, he had his head shaved. I'm sure there will be one that will come out this year, and that will definitely be worth picking up. But at the moment, Elite 50 has got an epic jacket, so I would go with that. When it comes to the B team, Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas, they have made some good individual figures, but as a set, I would get the MIZTOURAGE Battle Pack. Obviously, that was the B team before they called themselves the B team, and I honestly think it's probably the best Bo Dallas figure as well, so I would go with that. Next, Bobby Lashley. There is a Bobby Lashley figure on the way. To my knowledge, there's never been a Mattel figure, but his first Mattel figure will come out in 2019. Next, Bobby Roode. There's a few we could have gone with, but I went with the Entrance Great. The reason I went with the Entrance Great is because it comes with a robe, and I really feel like you need a robe when you're getting a Bobby Roode figure. They've not made a Bobby Roode with the blue robe yet, and I feel like that will come out at some point in 2019. Braun Strowman, this is a big one. I've gone with Elite Series 58. I love the screaming facial expression, and it comes with an ambulance door. Like, that has got to be one of the coolest accessories. Next, we got Bray Wyatt, another superstar where we could have chosen many different figures, but I went with Elite 54 because it's got a great jacket. I love the face, the hair sculpt, and it comes with a lantern as well. Again, very, very cool. Brock Lesnar, another superstar that has been around for a long, long time. Lots of different Brock Lesnars. For me, maybe the best one, Elite 19. And the reason I say that is because it's got a really detailed top. I love the black and red ring attire that he wore. I just think it looks absolutely awesome. I think the face scan on this looks fine. In fact, very, very good, considering we are going all the way back to the early Elites. A lot of the figures on this list are going to be recent figures, because obviously Mattel just get better and better as time goes by. So I've gone with quite an early one there for Brock Lesnar. Chad Gable, Elite 59, fantastic face scan. It is American Alpha Chad Gable, so you can get a Jason Jordan in the exact same attire. Jason Jordan actually isn't on my list because he's not a current active superstar, but you could get both of these, then you would have American Alpha and the best Chad Gable. Curt Hawkins, Elite 64, it doesn't matter if you get the black or the blue. Obviously, he came with a chase variant, but that is definitely, either one is the Curt Hawkins to pick up. Comes with a jacket, comes with a cane, Great face scan. Looks awesome. Next, we got the Revival. And for me, the NXT TakeOver Elites are the way forward because you get championship belts. But also, I love the no flips, just fists logo that is on Dawson's knee pad. I know that sounds silly, but I just think it looks really, really cool. So yeah, these are both elite figures as well. You can get, they've done like battle packs, they've done a Hall of Champions set, but for me, the NXT TakeOver figures are still the best ones. Dean Ambrose, this is hard. This is hard. I did a big video about Dean Ambrose. If you click the link on screen, then you'll be able to view that. But I've gone with Elite 36. I think it's got a good face scan. It comes with a kendo stick. He looks unhinged. He looks like a lunatic. So for me, that is the best Dean Ambrose. I really feel like they've still not made the definitive Dean Ambrose, like the best Dean Ambrose they can. I feel like that's coming very soon. I think they will do a TrueFX face scan. I think he'll have the shaved head like he's just had. And I really feel like that could be the Dean Ambrose to get. So watch this space. I feel the same about Dolph Ziggler as well. Still don't think we've had the definitive Dolph Ziggler. I would go back to Elite 39. Comes with a championship belt. Comes with a really cool top. I think the face is good. Hair sculpt's fine. It's a really good figure. I can tell you though, Elite 24 was close. Again, going back a little bit there. Drew McIntyre has had a figure out before, but you need to get the NXT TakeOver Elite that is on the way. That thing looks fire. Elias, this was tough. He has had an Elite figure, which looks amazing. But I would go with the Entrance Great. The Entrance Great is meant to be at a similar price. You're getting the Elite figure, the scarf, you're getting the guitar, but you're also getting that little music box that he sits on that will play his entrance theme. So that is definitely one to look at. Next, we got Breezango. You can get Breezango figures from Elite Series 61. You can also get both of these guys individually, but I would get Elite 61. Maybe the individual ones actually might even be better. I think the Fandango Elite that came out before was brilliant. You can get Tyler Breeze in a Then Now Forever series, but I just think the Breezango ones are really, really fun. Finn Balor, this is one I get asked about all the time. What is the best Finn Balor figure? Now, for me, I always say the same. SummerSlam Elite. That SummerSlam Elite. The writing that was all over his body. The tongue, the green tongue that was coming out. Came with a championship belt as well. For me, that's the best Finn Balor. I absolutely love that figure. But really, you can't go wrong with any of the Demon Kings. I would say the worst might be the Entrance Great Finn Balor. But even that is still an amazing figure. Next, we got Goldust. Again, very hard. They have made so many great figures. I've gone with Elite 47. It's classic Goldust. Love the gold robe, wig, facial expression. Love it. But honestly, there's been some great Elite Goldust figures. Grand Metalik, there hasn't been a Grand Metalik figure. They have done like a large scale, I think it's like a 10-inch figure, but that's going to look stupid compared to your other Mattel figures, unless all your other Mattel figures are 10-inch ones. So we'll have to wait for Grand Metalik. Heath Slater, that's got to be Elite 53. Ring attire was awesome. Obviously that honours, commemorates when he was SmackDown Live Tag Champion with Rhino. It's a great figure. It is a great figure. Jinder Mahal, they have made some figures in the past, but since he came back, they've made one that came with a SmackDown Live ring, which honestly didn't look that great, but they've made a good basic. In fact, a great basic. Basic 93. Gritted teeth, decent ring attire. That is a great looking figure. For Kalisto, I would recommend Elite 48. He comes with a mask. He's got really great looking boots. Nice ring attire and a trampoline. Like, that's the only figure I've ever seen that's come with a trampoline. Kevin Owens, I would go Elite 66. The figure isn't out yet, but it's got True FX face technology and they've improved the hair. There was a Kevin Owens that came out, I think it was Elite 61, that had a stunning face. It looked absolutely brilliant, but the hair wasn't quite right because he'd only had that hairstyle for a very short time. They fixed all of that for Elite 66. That, for me, is the figure to get. For the Ascension, you need to get Elite 47B. Amazing shoulder pads. Connor, Victor, love the face paint on there. The shoulder pads, as we said, are stunning. Brilliant, brilliant figures. Kurt Angle, no doubt about it in my mind. Elite 59 with the red jacket and the medals. Looks absolutely brilliant. You could have got the entrance great Kurt Angle, but obviously that was like debut Kurt Angle. I prefer Elite 59. Lince Dorado, no figure yet. I'm sure we will get a Lucha House Party set, or the Lucha House Party guys will feature individually in future Elite lines, but nothing for Grand Metalik, nothing for Lince Dorado yet. Mojo Rawley, they have made a Fan Central Elite. I really did like, I think it was a WrestleMania Basic, but the Fan Central Elite comes with the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal trophy, and everyone needs that. That trophy is amazing. Next, No Way Jose. He has got an NXT TakeOver Elite, which is pretty cool. Looks like him. It's just you don't get any accessories apart from like the jacket, but he is quite a big figure, so might be worth picking up anyway. Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns. I get asked this all the time. I've gone with Elite Series 62. It's the most recent Roman Reigns figure. It's got a great face scan on it. Comes with the Intercontinental Championship. I just feel like the Roman figures have been getting better and better and better. And this is the latest one. And I honestly think it's the best. Rhino, I would not get Elite 50. It's really a bad figure. The body, it's all out of proportion. Even Mattel admitted that they got the arms wrong, so they fixed it for the basic. Basic Series 81 has got better proportions than Elite 50. Sami Zayn, I would go with Elite 63. That way you've got the Yep 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 shirt that will go with the Kevin Owens we mentioned earlier. It's hard to say if this is the best Sami Zayn, because Elite 40 for me is right up there. I love that screaming facial expression, but honestly it's so close that I would go with Elite 63 because that will go with your Kevin Owens, as we said, that we mentioned earlier. Seth Rollins, this is a big one, guys. What is the best Seth Rollins figure? A lot of you might say Kingslayer with that gold ring attire, but I wasn't really a fan of the hair sculpt on that, and the face was just okay. For me, I'm going with a recent Seth Rollins. I'm going with the TOPPICKS Elite. It's got a good face scan. It looks classy. It's got really smart, it's just black ring attire, but that's what he tends to wear most of the time. Like the knee pad detail, but 2 belts. I am a big fan of Mattel's belts and championships. You get 2 belts with this figure, and I genuinely think it's one of the best Seth Rollins they've made. As a pack, that's the one I recommend. Next, Titus O'Neil. There is a forthcoming. I think it might be an NXT TakeOver Elite. I don't believe it's out yet. It looks great. It's a pretty basic Titus O'Neil, but it comes with an NXT top. And honestly, I would just wait for that. It's an Elite figure, and that will be the best way to get Titus. Finally, Zack Ryder, Elite 59 USA attire. He wore this on an episode of Raw, and it looks cool. It looks really, really cool. You don't tend to see Zack Ryder that often on TV, so it's hard to say what his ring attire looks like these days. I think we saw him once on Raw in 2018, but this is a great looking Zack Ryder figure, so I would go with And that is it, guys. That is all of the male guys on the Raw roster. I would love to do all of the male guys on the SmackDown roster, and we will do that if you smash that like, hit that like button, so that we can get 500 likes. And then if that's successful, we can look at the best women's division figures, as we said. So make sure that you let me know, out of all of those, what is your favourite in the comments below. Don't forget to leave that like, and hopefully I see you again next time. Bye for now.